We, the Special Mission Unit, were sent here to rescue hostages upon a request from the Lloyd government. There was, however, no sight of a camp at the designated location. We had been tricked by the Lloyd regime. What met our eyes instead was... How could Lloyd's government betray us?
Wait, what? What happened?
Colonel Kadar of the Republic of Libid, Mr. Lee of the Hong Kong Mafia, Chairman Steve of the Dual Foundation, Dr. Garcia, a brilliant physicist. With these four as its core figures, Force Project, an international armed band, began its evil activities. Its aim was to rule the world by organizing massacres, blackmailing, terrorism, and smuggling of weapons.
Yes, Mr. President. We're certain that Lloyd betrayed us. It seems that the Force Project is behind them. Their ability should not be underestimated. Yes, I have someone in mind. Let me handle this.
Is it over?
He's entrusted me with the task.
So you'll ask him then?
The only person who could possibly fight the Force Project is this man. Guy Kazama is the only one.
Yep, good old Guy Kazama. And that's my avatar on Twitch. It's that guy. He has some of the best comebacks that I've ever seen in video game history. You know, some incredibly funny stuff. New game.
I thought I'd find you here.
I thought we'd always do things together, even when we die.
We've received a report that Lloyd and the Force Project jointly developed a stealth aircraft.
You're not expecting me to steal it.
That's what I want. Spartan has already infiltrated into Lloyd's frontline base, Blue Rhinos. He'll be your assistant on this mission.
Well, I owe Lloyd and the Force Project one, and I always make it a rule to get square with these guys.
That's where the picture is from. My profile picture. Oop. So he goes in, his ranking is Ranger. I don't know what that means. Dark Ranger? I have no idea. But as he ranks up, he'll be all sorts of interesting things, including a tank buster. Now he's a sharpshooter.
Guy Kazama, if you don't want the hostage killed, you should keep quiet.
Guy, the stealth bomber is in the back of this factory.
Okay, Spartan, hang in there just a while longer.
great voice acting on Spartan, huh? Sounds kinda like a Muppet. Come on. You have successfully rescued a colleague and obtained the necessary information. Proceed with him to the hangar of the stealth aircraft. Right. Now we're gonna plant a bunch of bombs and blow this place up. Just walk over the X's and you plant your bomb. Anyway, should probably be reading the mission descriptions in the beginning, because maybe viewers would want to see that, and it gives me a chance to actually say stuff. Okay, I'm a sniper now, and that brings me to my next weapon. I'm being a little careless here. Alright, that's all the bombs. Oh boy.
Uh-oh. I see there's a welcoming committee out for me.
My health is kinda low. I'm a little worried. I was being careless back there. Nope, still made it. Bombs have been set in place and your colleague seems to have successfully captured the stealth aircraft. Escape now. Board the stealth aircraft piloted by our teammate and escape from base. Okay, so now here we got a high-speed chase. Guy Kazama, he's running, and then people with the vehicles. They're chasing him, and you know, they don't actually go much faster than he does. So explain that one. Alright, level up. No gun yet. And there you go, escape. It's probably the only level in the game that does not have a boss fight at the end. Successful escape, return home.
Who are you?
We are from the Force Project. You'll have to come with me.
Dun dun.
Did you hear about the jetliner that crashed in the Republic of Flet on the eastern side a week ago?
It seems President Allman has been taken prisoner.
It looks like President Allman is imprisoned in a camp on top of Mount Alt, about 50 kilometers northwest of the crash site. That's why I want you to.
You don't have to say any more than that.
Right, rescue the president. Go to the camp on top of the mountain and rescue the president. Yep. So the messed up his plane and somehow managed not to kill him, huh? It's a bit of a lucky coincidence. There you go. Finally got a spread going.
Almond's already been taken away.
Well, then all I need to do is let you tell me where he is.
There you go. You have found from the enemy where the president is. He seems to have been transferred to another base. Rescue all the hostages in the base and find the president. Now this right here is easily the crappiest level in the whole game. It's a very large, wide area. You gotta find all the hostages, and you could get lost easily and end up running out of time. Yeah. And there's one. Just gotta find all of these guys. There we go, Tank Buster now. Hey, not done yet. There's another guy. There's another one. There we go, that's all of them. Help me! But, yeah. After you get done this level, every other level in this game, very, very straightforward.
President Allman, it's nice to see you're safe.
Thank you. I'm glad to see you made it safely. Now it's time for you to die.
Uh-oh. According to the rescued hostage, the real president seems to be leaving from the port for the enemy headquarters. Hurry! Hey, fake president, huh? You got a look-alike. Defeat the enemy and rescue the president. See that snowman? He's not very happy. It's in a place where it's not very cold.
The president is an important guest for us too, you know. I can't let him go.
That makes me want to get him back even more.
And this is the big guy from the cutscene. And he is huge. There we go, and he's dead. Mission accomplished. The president has been rescued safely.
This is very sudden, Leonard.
Well, take a look at this.
This is...
Colonel Kadat of Libid. You know him?
Well, he's a famous man, controlling all the terrorists around the world. I'd even want to get an autograph from him.
I want you to assassinate him.
That wild horse Robert from the Green Berets failed?
He's been captured and is in the Arcado camp. Colonel Kadat is in hiding. I hear that the only ones who know of his whereabouts are his guards, Red, Blue, and Black.
So I'll have the pleasure of becoming friends with them.
Red, Blue, and Black. Great names. There's the captured informants right over there. Sneak into the camp and get information about Colonel Kadat from Robert. Still not my next weapon. Come on. Any time now. Should be reaching the boss at any moment now. There we go.
I'll burn you to death with these flames. How do you want it done, rare or medium?
Sorry, I don't like roast pork.
Whatever you do, don't shoot the guy in the middle, because you'll kill yourself. Successful contact with Robert. You found out where the Colonel Cadet 3 aides are and what they are like. Defeat Red and attain information. Red is very skillful with shotguns and likes to fight on sandy terrain.
would you say to me? I'm really quick on the trigger!
There we go. From the tattoo on Red's back, you find out where Colonel is. It looks like an underground fortress. Yeah, you find out where he is, but you still gotta kill the other guys. Defeat Blue and attain information. He dives into the water and swims very quickly. This one has one of my favorite Guy Kazama comebacks ever. I got my other weapon. But it's just a grenade launcher, it's not that great. It's probably like maybe one part in the game where I like to use that. But that's about it. Oh yeah, and the logs explode when you destroy them too. There he is.
This river's gonna turn red with your blood.
How interesting. But it's going to be your blood, not mine.
Nice. Well, he appeared underneath. You have defeated Blue and found out how to attack Colonel Kadat. He seems to wield an electric shock whip. Defeat Black and obtain information. He is aboard a fighter's helicopter and makes an attack. Oh yeah, and you shoot the chickens, they explode, and there's weapons inside them. How do you get the chickens in the weapons, and while the chickens are still alive? I don't know. I also don't know why they explode.
Hey guy, let my baby Betty throw you a kiss.
You're some weirdo naming your helicopter.
Yeah, takes off, comes back down. It's a bunch of dudes inside a one helicopter. Goes back up, comes back down, and there he is. You have defeated Black and obtained information about the fortress. There seems to be many traps inside. Enter the underground fortress and assassinate Colonel Cadet. I don't think this was a smart place to go. It's just a bunch of extra weapons in there. Eat. Oh, my health is getting kind of low. I hope I get a health kit soon. Well, there's a health kit. Not much, but it's something. And here's Colonel Cadet.
Guy Kazama, how dare you kill these precious men whom I've trained?
Well, Colonel, you haven't done a very good job of training them.
That's Colonel Cadet. Mission accomplished. Those terrorists all over the world won't be causing too much trouble now.
I have received information about a CIA dog, Guy Kazama, who assassinated a member of the Force Project, Colonel Cadet.
He intends to enter the martial arts tournament you host every year to kill you, Mr. Lee.
Really? Well, that's interesting.
So we plan to present you with 3 of the toughest fighters.
By the way, Dr. Garcia, how is the development of your ultimate weapon, Indra, coming along?
Yeah, it should be completed within a month.
Right, Mr. Lee time. Enter the cave which is made into an armory. Still no new weapon. Oh, that was a full heal. Okay, I guess all the way on the left. Sorry, just kind of forgot where the exact pathways are. Here we are.
Hey, you fatso, you're blocking the traffic.
Hee hee! Guy, I'm gonna destroy you!
You have to take in the armory and replenish supply of ammunition. Sneak into the communications room and listen to the correspondence between the enemy parties to find out where Mr. Lee is. Okay, now if you excuse me, I'm being interrupted and I will be right back, so sit tight and yeah, BRB. Whew. Oh, okay. I'm back. Let's continue. Yeah. Evil bamboo spike sticks. Eat. It's not too bad. still not. Here we go. So, fun fact, this part actually did have talking in it, but they cut it because at one point the guy says hell. And back then that was a very, very bad word, so they couldn't put it in English. You have successfully listened in on the enemy's communications line. You have found out where Mr. Lee is. Yep, can't say hell. A mysterious building. Go and investigate it. And over here, you fight the girls, and see, they don't bleed when you kill them. I guess because they don't die, they just fall down and they cry or something. I don't know, maybe they thought it was too, I don't know, sexist or something, but either way, the boss is a woman, and you do kill her, so yeah, there's that.
You're not going any further without defeating me.
Sorry, but ladies first doesn't apply on a battlefield.
You know, probably should just use this. Or not. The freaking missile just went through her. Yeah, I'll switch back. There we go. This building probably used to be a clinic. You have plenty of rest. Assassinate Mr. Lee, who is on the top floor. It's a little bit of a Gima Death reference.
I guess those three were no match for you. Let me be your opponent now.
Mr. Lee, this tower is beginning to look like your tombstone.
Come on, you. Push over. Mission accomplished. Mr. Lee is no match for me.
He's just a double.
You mean he's an imposter?
Members of the Force Project would not appear that easily before the public.
Guy, I checked around the ship. They're loading an enormous amount of state-of-the-art weapons on here, like you said.
I've planted explosives on this ship. We'll use that to look for the real Steve.
To the prosperity and glory of the Duel Foundation. Cheers!
Force through the party floor and go to the armory. Okay, I leveled up again, and here we go. This is my machine gun. Boom. More spray. This is what I wanted right here. Anyway, there's not a lot of missions before you kill Chairman Steve. He's like the shortest chapter in the entire game. Just this level, and then the next one.
I guess you're what they call an uninvited guest.
So what are you gonna do with me?
I'll throw you into the sea after I get you.
Leaving behind the delicious-looking food, you have successfully forced through the party floor. Yep. Find the real Steve. And you ain't got time to waste. Your timer's not very high in some of these levels. As soon as you start, just rush, 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 rush.
You've shown me some fancy action here. The damages on this ship and the weapons aboard will come to $1 billion.
People will hate you, Steve, if you're too stingy.
Well, anyway, he was supposed to say stingy, but he made a goof and didn't actually bother changing it. You've successfully assassinated Chairman Steve. The only one that remains is Garcia.
I'm the only one remaining of the Force Project members. But I have completed the ultimate weapon, Indra. Boy, once it's launched, it will put an end to all mankind. Yeah, they shall be punished. But don't lose heart. I'll give you just one last chance. Unfortunately, it takes 24 hours to launch Indra. If you can destroy Indra within that time, you win. But, there's only one man who's allowed to play this game. That's Guy Kazama. I'm looking forward to seeing you.
As the President of the United States, I ask you, save all mankind.
I'll try, but I can't take the responsibility. This mission is just too great.
I know you can do it.
You can never trust Leonard.
Smash through the entrance of the enemy fortress.
Guy, long time no see.
Is it you, Dark? You're still alive?
Dr. Garcia brought me back to life. You won't get me that easily this time, Guy Kazama. You're righty, Ka.
Yep, this guy was brought back to life. Anyway, here's where I like to use the grenade launcher. Or at least one of the places. Boom. You successfully entered the enemy's fortress. Proceed with the destruction activities. Destroy the main computer of the fortress. Oh, I'm running out of time. Oh, that was close. You have successfully destroyed the main computer, but where is Indra? I had no idea I was running out of time there. Proceed through the underground sewer and defeat the biomonster. Yep, shooting some exploding bats. And sewer rats too. They also don't like me. There's a lot of bats in the sewers.
There's someone in the water. Something just grazed past my knee.
Uh-oh, biomonster. You've defeated the dragon. Your physical strength is back to the maximum level. Enter the factory. Stop the weapons production. bit of a tedious section. Just run down. Run, run, run.
You're the infiltrator? I haven't had a visitor in a long time.
I don't need your hospitality. Just let me pass. I'm in a kind of a hurry.
Don't say that. Here, take this.
You have stopped the weapons production. You have replenished your supply of ammunition. Well, I always had infinite ammunition anyway. Enter the top floor and defeat the final enemy, Dr. Garcia.
So we meet finally, Dr. Garcia.
Guy Kazama, you have foiled every one of my ambitions. You're going to have to pay for this.
Fun fact, there was also voiced lines over there as well. But the guy Kazama said the word hell. So they had to cut that out as well. Also, yes, can't say hell, and that sucks because it was a very good line. So Dr. Garcia says he's going up to the moon or whatever. And then Guy Kazama says, Dr. Garcia, I shall follow you even after crash through the gates of hell. Yeah. Run after Garcia, who has escaped to Indra.
Why would a hireling soldier like you run such a risk to torment me like this? Why?
Garcia, nobody can hire my feelings.
You have finally defeated your arch-rival Garcia, but you have to stop Indra to save the Earth.
I've lost. but Indira's already been started. It'll put an end to humanity.
Isn't there a way to stop Indra?
Not unless you destroy Indra. But if you do, you will also die.
Okay, now this is the final level, and the only boss where I could legitimately get myself killed in, so I might die here at least once. Also, I like to use this for this section. Never mind. There was one part where I used to use that, but I can't remember what. Yeah, I think I used a grenade launcher here. Yeah, this part. There we go. That's GG.
C019045. This is Guy calling Secretary Leonard. C019045. This is Guy calling Secretary Leonard.
Guy, it's you! Guy!
This is Leonard. You're alive. I knew you could do it.
I said I couldn't trust anything you said, but it seems, for once, you were right.
Don't worry about that. Where are you?
I wonder. The signal's already been sent. I'm tired of sunbathing. Come and pick me up right away.
And Guy Kazama survived, somehow. Anywho, I'm gonna let the credits run. They didn't even bother putting their last names in here. Anyway, this was Telenet Japan. I think all of the voice actors were just in-house developers and stuff like that. Hence why they weren't so great at voice acting. Yep, and that's Last Alert. Guy Kazama. What a legend. Well, legend to me at least. Anyway, think I'm gonna load up Valis 2